Hello everybody, Spiral6 here, and today is tutorial day. I'm going to show you how to build this Shulker Farm. This farm is very practical, because you don't need to work between dimensions, like the usual farms. You can build it 100% in the end, near the end seat, so you'll have easy access to the shulkers that are needed to start the farm. I'm not saying that this farm is perfect. It has some issues, some pros and some cons, like everything in life. Its efficiency is not as good as some ultra advanced layouts that sends the shulkers to the Nether and the Overworld, but if you prefer a practical approach instead of an efficient and perfect farm, this is the one for you. But no more talking, let's go to our tutorial world, because I am getting sick from spinning so much over here. In this tutorial I want to build it block by block, for two reasons. The first one is that it would be an extremely boring tutorial. The second one is that the concept is more important and very easy to understand. If you understand it right, you can adapt it to the size and the needs of your own world, so you don't need to copy, you can create yours. The whole idea here is to create a chain reaction. You have to build a circle and put a shulker in the middle of the circle. Then you start to spinning around it. The shulker will target you and fire, but as you are walking in circles, the shot will start to spin too, and eventually hit the shulker, not you. When it happens, there is a probability of the shulker to duplicate, and when it duplicates, you have a farm. Quite simple, and basically this is the whole idea. An important point here is that this idea is not mine. The layout, yes, the layout is mine, but the idea is from Etho. I was watching Etho's episode where he was building a shulker farm, and he used this concept of a chain reaction farm using water columns, which is a very clever idea. However, I designed this layout because I think, in my opinion, my personal opinion, this is a little bit easier. So now that we have the concept, we need to start optimizing it, because just one shulker is not enough to build a farm. The first way to easily optimize it is to add some more columns over here and not just the block in the center of the circle, because with new columns you have more room for shulkers to spawn. Also, there are two more important things here to do. First one, you need to build this farm with at least 10 blocks from the floor. This way you avoid shulkers from spawning on the floor and making a really mess in your farm and hitting you from everywhere. And also you need to leave some room, because you have to build a collecting system. The second point is to always use slabs, except when it's not possible or when you have to make some room for shulkers to spawn. So yes, with those two new conditions, our farm is looking more or less like this. Nice, but we have to agree that this farm is too small and will be not so productive. Because of that, we need to make it bigger, and the easiest way to do this is to make it grow above. Instead of using a circular shape, let's use a spring shape. To make this modification is very easy. On those straight parts of our circle, we will raise a block in each extreme point. Like so. The circle won't connect anymore, but don't worry about that. We will keep working on it, and you will see the solution some steps ahead. But now we need to work in other thing that is very important here in this farm, which is the glass positioning. We need to put some glass around the rails, because this glass is going to avoid you from being hit by the shulkers. So the positioning of the glass will be like this. Just follow this scheme, it's very simple, and make a barrier to avoid being hit. With the glass done, it's time to start working on the landing platforms that the shulkers will spawn. So here the easiest solution is to raise some columns where we put that slab as base, and shulkers will be able to spawn on those columns. However, just pay attention because here there is a little issue that we need to solve. The space between the columns is just one block. And this is not good because shulkers won't be able to spawn over here. They need at least 2 blocks of space to spawn. You can find many solutions to optimize this area and make it able for them to spawn. The easiest one, and the one that I'm going to use, is just cut some columns and use this final shape as a result. So yeah, you can find another patterns and they may be even better than mine, but this one is good enough for our purpose. Now guys, with the columns done, believe or not, the farm is quite concluded. This is the whole concept of the farm, but it is still too small. Consider this circle that we made, this spring session that we made, as a model, and we are working here with a modular farm, so you just need to repeat this pattern that we did here as many times as you want. I am going to build 10 more sessions, 10 more modules of this farm, and we will see the final result. Let's go! Yep, now we need to connect the top of the farm with the bottom of the farm so you can stay there forever AFK and with shulkers raining from the sky. The way that I use it to connect it is to kind of exploit a gravitational bug in the game. If you fall from a high place inside a minecart, you will not receive falling damage. Kids, don't try this at home. So here in the last module of the farm, you just need to create a platform where you can fall free and reach the rails in the bottom module of the farm. The result is going to be like this. Yeah, now this farm is completely AFKable and you can go do another thing while shulkers will work for you. The farm is done, guys. There is just more 2 steps here. One is very easy, which is building a collecting system, and you have plenty of options here. You can use a water-based collect system, you can use a rail-based collect system, you can use, if you are very rich, hoppers and only hoppers, or if you are playing in a multi server, you can use a butler to get the shulkers for you. Now the second step and the hardest one, but it's the main advantage of this farm, is to take a shulker. Okay, I won't do this here because there are many tutorials that you can see how to capture a shulker and bring it to the farm. I am supposing that you build this farm very near an end seat because this is the purpose of this farm, so well, it won't make sense if you did it far away. And you just have to bring the shulker over here. It can land in any point of the farm, it will work anyway. Now guys, farm done, we are ready to roll. I'm going to do some work over here at home and we will left this farm running for 1 hour. And let's see the result after 1 hour. Then I will left it running for another 1 hour, because as it uses the concept of a chain reaction, the first hour is slower because we have less shulkers inside of it. After 1 hour, we are almost full with shulkers inside the farm, so it's working in the optimum state. Let's see the result. First hour and the second hour. Yeah, this is not bad. As I told you, there are better farms in terms of efficiency. You can use, for example, Waveworks layout or Ilmango's layout. Both are absolutely mega and ultra efficient, but they are more complex to build, and the objective of this farm is to build it in a practical way. So yes guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, I hope it was useful. See you, goodbye.